Hello, welcome back to my channel, Casablanca Cargo. This is Kathy, and today I'm going to work on my mushrooms. And I showed you in my behemoth, my Betty, that I had made some, well, with the offcuts of the page protectors. I had kept them, and I had put some stickers inside. And let's see, what's this? Here's another one. Here's a flower, and I'm going to sew around these and turn them into specimen slides. Put dear Betty away. There you go. Okay, so these are just open on one end. Let's put the sticker in, and I'm going to pull out my sewing machine, and let's see what happens. I'll just do a zigzag, and that will be a 3.5 and 3.5. There we go. I'm going to go forward a little and then back a little, lock it in. I'm just trying to get to the edge, or stay near the edge. Flip it. It came off a little. Okay, turn it. Turn it again. Come down the middle. I'm going to make two zigzags so that I have one on, and just go down a channel. So I have one for each slide. There's that one. And we're going to go down this one. Okay. We've got two channels to cut through. Let's cut through them now. I'm going to make my slides. rigmarole out here. I'll show you what I've done with the okay. Today I want to show you what I've done with the page protectors that I have. Let's see if I can find one in here. When I cut these page protectors down to make all these pockets, I saved the excess like this, something like this, and I took, let's just make it easier, I'm gonna split this one open. In the first part of the video you saw that I had sewn around the stickers on these leftover page protectors. So what I did was, let's see if I can find a sticker real quick here. I'll use this one. Does that work? It's really big. Oh, something smaller. No, these are even worse. They're so big. Yeah. Okay. I'll just take another one of these. This one's alright. Okay, so what I did was I took a sticker or stickers because I had some leftover page protector pieces like this. Let's see. Let me move this guy out of the way. And okay, so I took the sticker and opened up the two pieces to get to the middle, and just put the sticker, give it some space around it, and I put the sticker down. And what I have been doing since is just sort of taking a distress ink and just sort of muting all that white area, because there's no way I can fussy cut around all that, just to tone it down a bit. And then close it up, and I sewed it, and that was the first part of this video. Okay, so since then, this is a few days later, I got back to the project, and let's see, finished what I was going to do. Let's see. Okay, so that's where these boxes and things come in. Okay, I really wasn't sure what I was going to do with the slides once I had sewn them. I kind of had an idea to make, you know, just the regular specimen slides, but then I found that Project Life cards, which, you know, didn't work out for me, but I have a whole bunch. The Project Life card fits perfectly when I fold this in half. Fits perfectly inside there. So, you know, you fold this in half. I got this at Joann on clearance. I just grabbed it. And this one is the baby edition. I don't have a baby. I don't have a grandbaby. But I grabbed it. And so I have turned the ones that I found into these little cards instead of just a slide. This time I took, I'll put these out so you can see them. I took one of these, which is a 4x6 journaling card. Got this at Tuesday Morning, and these are pretty old school. You know, these are, it's actually like a scrapbook paper weight, and you know, just trying to find some way to use up my stash. I folded this in half, and then I discovered that these, let me get this one, actually fit perfectly in there. Just look at that. I mean, it was like, wow, okay. So I went through, and because I'm using these for frames on the inside, whatever was on the card, if it was, you know, more baby appropriate than, you know, for my purposes, you can't see it because, let's move this out of the way. Now, when you open it, it's just a frame. I just made it into the frame. And I took the, whatever was left over when I cut, sometimes I had to trim, well, no, let me take that back. Let's try to be organized. Let's organize. This is how I came to making cards with these. When I was deciding I needed a frame, I have a die cut that makes the frame. And I only wanted to use half the card because I just thought, well, you know, why waste the whole thing, the whole surface, if I'm just going to need a frame. So I cut these out, and I cut out the frame, but I only did it like halfway. So then I thought, gee, that could be a card. Maybe I'll do that. And this is how it evolved. Okay, so this is how my mind works when I'm trying to figure out what to do, what type of ephemera to make. So with each of these, I cut out the frame and made an area, and then that's when I discovered that the Project Life card fit perfectly in the back because I needed to you know, frame it in on the back side so it can be see-through. And I don't know, it just evolved and it worked out pretty good. Now these, I had to cut down some of these. That's why I have this. It says small mushroom, so that it fits better, because not all of the page protector sticker things are the same width and size. So I die cut most of them, or I hand cut the rectangle out. And when I was putting them into the book, or into the card rather, I wanted to be able to see the stitching, and so the next time I do this, I believe what I will do is give the sticker more surface or area around it, and so further out, so that there's something for the glue, or I use double-sided tape to put these together, and glue, art glitter glue, but I wanted something to it actually helps to hold it in, because these are probably the worst thing to make a slide with if you want to glue it in. But because of the stitching, it has something for the glue to stick to. And so I will probably next time do one outer, one inner, so you can see more of the stitching. And you know, but I really liked how this turned out, because I would just move the slide and try to position it so you could see some stitching, and I think it turned out pretty good. And then I used, from these cards, I made these little corner pieces with this punch that I have. I got this in a bag of punches at the thrift store, and I couldn't figure out what in the world is this, you know, because when you punch it, let's do a demo. What do we got? I'm surrounded by paper and I can't find anything. Okay, so when you punch it like that, okay, like nothing came out. I'm like, well, that's useless. What's going on? Well, what's going on is that it makes it makes the corner piece, you know, this corner piece, and you just have to pull it out, and then it's scored right here and here, and it just folds down. So it really isn't a defective punch. It's just it's got that purpose. It does that. So I made corner pieces then to just finish these off, and I'll show you this one. This is basically what I had in mind, which I will do next time. But this one, first of all, I do not recommend trimming so far into the card to put this thing in, because it's a page protector. It's very temperamental. It doesn't want to glue. It doesn't want to stay glued. You know, it's very, very temperamental. But this is the idea that I had in mind, to do the so you can see the stitching all the way around. And this is another one I did. I think the glue is finally dried down here, but this was the first one I did with a very thin frame around it, and that was like, oh, I don't want to do that again. But of course I did it again, you know. But this one, the glue oozed up into here, and it was just moving around all day yesterday. So I don't know. I may just put, you know, chipboard ephemera or something over that. I don't know. I'll salvage it. You know, I don't really like throwing anything away, but I've got a leaf, and you can barely see the stitching on that one. But there's the back. It says "Love You." So these can be used to, if you want to send a little greeting. It's just a neat idea, because, oh, and I also, if the thread string was available, I tried to salvage that just for a, you know, interest. If you don't like that, you can just cut them off, you know. We are not that picky here at Casablanca Cargo, but yeah, I showed you that one. But here's let's go this way. Isn't that pretty? I just love this card. And then the inside is like that, and then these little picture frame, or picture holders, I guess is what they are. They just sort of finish it off. So I am going to try to show you how I'm going to make one for you, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Let's move this off the way. Now, there is a We Are Memory Keepers frame, you know, punch board, and I wanted to do this with things that anybody could have around the house. If you're a crafter, you can do it with scissors and a ruler, or a craft knife. I'm not using this one. Where's the one I'm using? I am going to use, here it is. Okay, so I set up partially what I'm going to do, and this one is called Extra Small Mushroom. And there's my frame. I've already done my corner pieces, and then here's the card I'm going to use, and I'm going to do the polka dots for the inside frame, and I've already traced around this. And here's my mushroom with the stitching, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so these guys off so I don't lose them. I took the frame because this has been cut down from the bigger frame so that this particular slide, I can use it. Traced around it, and so I am going to use, I'm going to use this for a moment to get to the innards, to get rid of the innards. So what I'm going to do is just line it up on that line, but not this line is what I'm talking about, not the lines on the paper, because invariably if I try to line it up, I will cut too much or not enough, and I just have to do it the way that I can do it. But if you're really good or not as clumsy with one of these as I am, you could cut around it with your trimmer. But I'm just going to go like that. Boy, that magnet is strong. I'll bring my little trash basket back. Okay, so now let's see. I've been using my bigger scissors, but maybe these will work a little, or not, I don't know. So you don't want to see that line, and I'm going to cut just a little bit above the drawn in line, just to get the rectangle. If I can get in there. My hands are sore from doing this all day yesterday, but I'm going to persevere. Here we go. Okay, so just, you know, take it so that you don't see. If you use a pencil, I guess you could just go right on that line and erase whatever remained, which is smarter. But I just grab whatever's near me and just go for it. I am too impatient, I guess. And there we go. And then just need this little bit there. Okay, so once you have that clear, I don't need this anymore. So what I do, instead of, you know, taking this and doing this and trying to, no, I can't. It won't. It won't line up. I'm just going to put this in the card and line it up. I don't know. I'll just take this. Maybe this will work. Just need a little line. Okay. I'm almost not see it at the bottom. So this is a marking pencil for fabric. Now same thing with this one. Instead of poking it with the scissors and all that, I'm just gonna use my score and cutting contraption. Let's see it. Don't really have to do that much, but I'm going to do this with the larger scissors, I think. And this one, again, just get up and just barely above that cut line. Yeah, that went faster with the larger scissors. I must say. Okay, there's that. All right, now figure out which one's the top and which one's the bottom. I think this needs a little bit more trimmed away. Just a little. Okay, so there it is. And what I do, so I don't get confused, which is very easy for me. I'm going to mark this with a T so that I know that's the top as I go. Now, what I'm going to do now is take double-sided tape, which I think works the best for this because liquid glue, even art glitter glue, that's what's smushed up in the frame of that one. So I'm just going to take, I don't know, I hardly ever use this anymore, so I don't have all the widths of score tape anymore. So I'm just going to piece it together. These are Fisker's Duck Edition for their duct tape. So they do not, the tape does not stick. So that's what I keep those for. I got those at Joann, and I can vouch for them. They really do not stick to duct tape or washi tape or any kind of, like this score tape. They will not gum up. So far, so good. I'm going to use this score tool just to burnish it down. And if it comes over the edge at all, you can always just roll it. You can always just roll it back under, but this seems to be okay. Okay. Now, this is, make sure the sticker is the front. And I'm going to line it up so I can see some of this stitching, but not, and also center the mushroom. Ugh. Here is your challenge. Okay, so there we go. That worked. You can see stitching on the side. That's nice. So on the back now, they're still mostly sticky. I'm just going to put some over, again, over where the page protector is now, to secure the mushroom in there. Now you can also, which I think I will, I'll just do some, I'm going to do some just to make sure it stays in. You can also, you know, really double up on this if you want to. But I think with all of it that's in there, I think it's going to be okay. So let's get this burnished. And then got my T for top. Okay, now the other tricky part. You want to make sure that it is in the card part like that. And if you have any wiggle room, you can fix it. Make sure, oh, you know, I forgot to do, I knew I was going to forget something. Anyway, what I had done before was, you know, the stress around the inside. And that also will hide, you know, the double frame. But I forgot to do that. So we'll just do the outside. I'm just going to use regular school glue because I don't have my art glitter glue here, but these will work because it's just paper to paper. On here, I don't know, just hold it while it dries. I'm just going to clip it. Oh, just get it on that corner. The art glitter glue, of course, dries a lot faster, but I'm just going to clip it. Another clip. Get one. Okay, so this is my last one I'm doing of this for now. And so of course I don't have a one to do over and show you the perfectness, yeah, is that a word? I don't have another one to show you with the, you know, you can't even, maybe this will work. I do something like that just to tint it a little. Yeah, that worked a little bit. Okay, another clip. Get a little clip. All right. Okay, so here are all the cards I made yesterday, and these are going to go in some journals I'm working on. Let that one over there. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.